Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to Oh So Lovingly. I'm gonna tell you all about how to take care of hydrangeas. Now, specifically, I'm talking about store-bought hydrangeas. What I've done here is one of my favorite tips for hydrangeas is I mixed store-bought hydrangeas with some from my garden. So you get a little color variation going on. The Greek word for hydrangea means water vessel. That basically speaks to just how much water these guys take. They take so much water to be satisfied, and a lot of people don't know this, but they actually take in their water through their petals, not the stems. So we're gonna be spritzing them every other day, and we're also gonna be changing out their water every other day. But I'm so excited to show you all these fun tips that I always use for my hydrangeas, because they're probably the flowers that I bring into my house the most, and I love them. I adore these flowers. So I hope I can give you some good tips. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and turn on notifications for my channel. And let's go. Let's get into it. So what you're gonna need is a really great knife, not scissors, a knife, and then your flower food, which always conveniently comes with your flowers. Be free, beauties. You are just stunning. All right, so I've got my water here, and the first thing, like I said, is get that flower food ready. And if you do not have flower food, you can use sugar. As I say, let it get happy. Then let's start looking at our hydrangeas in our vase. I always use the edge of the table to measure where to cut the stems. The best way to do flowers is if you have an odd number, but you always want to make sure your shape is kind of a dome-like shape. So now the water is all happy, and we're going to pour it into the vase. And I'm going to use 3 of these because hydrangeas take a lot of water. So now we get into the fun part. Where's my favorite place to buy flowers, you might ask? Wholesale. The best places to get flowers are, well, I really love Costco. These are from Costco because they're just a great quality and you get more for less. And there's also a wholesale flower place in Atlanta that I love that we actually had a lot of flowers for our wedding for. You do not want any of these leaves to exist. That's gonna help the water go right to the petals. There's way too many leaves on here, so we are not going to need all of them. The more leaves, the less water goes to the petal. So you definitely wanna get rid of all of the leaves. And let's see, how high? This is the top of the vase. So that means I need to cut it right about there. And this is how to cut hydrangeas. You have to cut them at a very dramatic angle because you want more surface area for these stems to deliver the water to the petal. After you've cut the hydrangea, smash the end. This kind of a stem provides more surface area for the water to get up into the petal. Boom. First one done. So the rest are going to be lower. This is going to be my tall one. The rest are going to be lower. You want to see the separation. That's just more area the water can get to the petal. More surface area. Man, these stems are so thick. Yes, I am using a cutting board because how thick these guys are. I also want to get a good clean cut. And then you're going to go in and mess it all up and hammer it. Gorgeous. So, once they're all cut and in place, like they're very closed up right now, but they'll usually take about 6 to 8 hours to really open up. So don't worry about spaces in the vase. They're already so pretty, and here is the behind the scenes, literally.
Tomorrow they'll be much more opened, and we will make sure to change the water every other day on hydrangeas. You heard me right. So another really fun thing I like to do once I have my purchased hydrangeas in place is take some from the garden and put them around these beauties. They're not gonna take up as much water because like this one's already dried out. You can hear that. But yeah, it just gives it such a nice pop of color. Like look how gorgeous that is now. I think the more variety you can add to your hydrangeas, it's just absolutely stunning.
Hey, Mom.
Look how he literally loves this.
It's been a week since I brought the hydrangeas home, and they are starting to kind of lose their luster. If your hydrangeas start to wilt, do not freak out. Just boil some water. So I've got my boiling water ready in the kettle, and I've got a Yeti cup. I do not recommend using a treasured antique vase to pour boiling water into. So what you're gonna do is just get that boiling water in the Yeti or whatever cup you feel comfortable putting boiling water into. And then the same thing, you're going to cut the stem and then give it a nice little hammer. And what I want you to notice is all the sap that a hydrangea produces. That's why you want to bang the stem and get all of that separation, because the hydrangea will produce its own sap that will inhibit the water absorption. And again, these are the ones from my garden that have already dried out, so I'm not going to be really paying attention to these. These are more for aesthetics. Second one in the boiling water, and that water is still steaming. That's why I like to use a Yeti that's gonna stay warm for a while. I'm going to take off this guy's leaf as well. If you remember in one of my recent vlogs, I talked about how I keep a drawer full of flower food. That's how I keep my hydrangeas lasting for up to a month. I emptied out the old water in the vase. I'm gonna remix some flower food and then let it get happy. If you want, you could use some of the boiling water to really get this all mixed good. But these guys have had a good dose of boiling water. It is still steaming. You can't see that, but it's still steaming. And then they're gonna go back into room temperature water. While I'm at it, I'm gonna make some tea. Oh. Ooh, this is a purple one. What is, oh, it's pink. It's called Summer Lover. Cinnamon, ginger, hibiscus, cumin seeds, fennel, and ginseng. Ooh, ginseng's really good for you. It's pink-ish. It's really a pretty tea. While I'm waiting for the flowers to be revived, I thought I would talk about this dress, which came from Etsy. I love this dress. This dress came from Jaipur, India. It's literally authentic. This is a hand-done block print pattern, and it's so pretty. It makes me so happy, and it's the green and blue goes perfectly with like colors I am loving right now. I love green and blue. I love these hydrangeas are my favorite right now, and these are the ones that are from my yard. I've just brought them in, and they are just continuing to stun me. Like, oh, it looks like this could be part of the dress, right? I love it. I love this color. And so yeah, if you want to shop this dress, you can shop it in my Like to Know It profile. This dress was only $50. I know. I am having so much fun with Like to Know It. I love giving y'all good advice on things to purchase. It's definitely still too hot to drink. But yeah, follow me on Like to Know It. It's really fun over there. You'll find the link for this dress there, and that link is in the description below this video. I'm just really always so impressed with Etsy. And I love knowing that I am supporting an artist like myself. So yeah, seriously, check out this shop. You could literally say, when someone compliments this dress, and they will, you could say, thank you, I got it in Jaipur. And you don't have to say you were never there. But it's so cool knowing it is an authentic block printed dress. Like, and block printing is so big right now. And I have a feeling it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So go check out these dresses. Is this cheesy? I feel like I'm a high schooler holding a flower and doing their portrait. Like, yes, I just hold flowers. Another thing you definitely should think about investing in is one of these kettles. I'm obsessed with Smeg. This was on our wedding registry, and this was probably the thing I was the most excited about, because we make tea all of the time, and it's just the best. You can have a huge, like, this whole thing will boil in like 10 minutes, which is incredible. And then you can bring it with you wherever. You can sit it down without being worried that it's gonna burn your table. It's such a great thing to have in your home. Seriously, I would highly recommend these kettles. Okay, my hydrangeas are already looking a little bit better, y'all. Ooh. Ah, can you see the steam? They are looking a lot better. It's incredible. Every time my hydrangeas start to wilt, I'm like weirdly excited. I'm not panicking, I'm excited because I'm like, I can't wait to see this trick work. Because it works every time. It just does. It works every time. So seriously, don't be afraid about bringing hydrangeas into your home. If you really love them, but you're like, ugh, they're gonna die quickly, do this, and they will last for a month.
So we're at brunch, and it's kind of rainy today, but look how gorgeous this view is, even in the rain. Got my oat milk iced coffee. It's just so pretty out here. Even though my hair is going to be disgusting after this, I just love it up here. It doesn't matter the weather. This is such a happy view. This is a recent add-on. They just did this not too long ago with the club. It's incredible. So yeah, my dad has pictures of he and my mom touring this property when my mom was pregnant with me, when they broke ground on it. And like, it's so wonderful. I've gotten to watch it change as I grow. Such a special, special place.
I have the gym all to myself.